Okay. Oh, light. Camera, action. Okay, so today is a bit of a check day. That's what I'm trying to do. Right, so this, let's see. Oh, right, so that's coming up on Restream. What happens if I type it into... Yes. Okay then, so I think I've got the chat working. I think I've actually got the chat working, and on a second note, I think I've got the chat in front of me as well. So that I'm going to click off that because I don't think I actually... Ooh, no. Right, let's lock that. Okay, I think that's better. So now I think I've got me and the chat, and you can see the chat there coming up. So hopefully anybody, if anybody's in any of the chats, if you could actually type something, that I would be extremely grateful. And just so I can see whether or not things are working. I've put up my brand colors as well on here. I've got this fancy thing that keeps going round and round and round around me, which I really like. Let's see if some of my oh, hang on. Right, that's something that I need to make sure is on. I'm going through, I'm trying to get a list of everything that I need to sort of like make sure is turned on at the right time. Let's see if that one works, which is good. And then if I do this, do we have a bot in? Oh yes, we do. That's the Inico bot. And that's it. So we've got both yeah, that's right. We've got both of the bots in. We've got Inico on Twitch and Inico on YouTube. So that's why it's sort of like a doubled up like that. That's why it's like that. So let's see if I can do this command. Let's see what happens with that. That one doesn't seem to be working. Okay. We need to check why that isn't working. I thought I set that up. Let's see if it works. Oh, there we go. There we go. It took a bit of a while for there you go. It's just taken a bit of a time to sort of like get in and work. So this is the new sort of like chat screen, and I've actually got something else that I might put just underneath my name while this... Oh no, we can't. I need to redo it because of the background here. That's all right. So this is the chat screen, and I know it looks a bit sparse around the outside, but I've had limited time to play with it today. So that's that one done, and then I've changed this one. So this is the new sort of like background for when I'm actually working. Okay, and then this let me just this will sort of like come out fully like that, and I'm hoping that the chat will actually just pop up from underneath me, and that should be it. And when anybody's around, if you can let me know whether or not that's big enough to see, because I can use a bit more of the real estate up if I wanted, but it would be absolutely brilliant if that sort of like is big enough. It seems a little bit it seems strange to me to have the chat on the screen, but I do see that if I'm actually streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, then like somebody mentioned yesterday, there really needs to be, we need to be able to see them both at the same time, which is fine. And I've actually got the whole of the Twitch, the whole of the chat on my iPad in front of me. And the interesting thing about that is that I keep trying to use my keyboard to type in it rather than using the actual keyboard on the actual iPad. Right, the other thing I need to just check is the sound, and whether or not how the sound is going, and whether or not the sound is suitably positive. Let me just click my live one. Oh. So the question is, am I live on YouTube? That's interesting. View my channel. Oh yes, yes I am. Okay, I've just got to listen to an advert, and then I'll be able to see whether or not the sound is good. It's just got adverts on it. Typical adverts. Pays my bills, so I don't mind. Just got adverts. Oh yeah, that typical adverts. That's working good as well. So that's all fine. Let me go back to the chat. So I'm going to do some prep work just from finishing off yesterday, and just to make sure that everything is like working, because I've got a bit of time tonight, but I won't be staying on super late or anything like that. I've had a real good day sorting things out and getting my content ready. So I've done I've got stories to do, and the week beginning the 6th of November is all done and set up now, so that's good. I've just got stories to do, but it takes me such a long time now, it's unbelievable. But the other thing is, I'm trying to do a bit of work every night. So for example, after I'd finished them all, I went back and just brainstormed RPG questions to put up, simple things like that, and started to think. So I think once my head gets into the idea of actually creating content, it tends to self-generate as it goes along. The other thing that I've set up is that starting in November, the red order of the supporters on Ko-fi and Patreon, I'm actually going to give away a map or an item or something like that, a free piece of information for them. And once I've set it up, the month after, I'm just going to put it on sale if anybody wants to buy it, which is fine. I am struggling with sales. I think I must not be hitting the niche market at the moment, because I'm not selling stickers or electronic goods or digital downloads or anything. I feel that I must. Do you know when I need to sort of like think what it's a bit like what Cascade was saying about SEO, that I did a lot of work on Sunday evening. But this idea that I need to see what actually people want out there and then actually create that. So like, and Mithras Matters, which is my podcast, the podcast that I create, I actually did it round that way. And I mean, it gets about 150 to 200 downloads a month. And I sort of like saw the audience and then created the podcast, if that makes sense. And it was interesting. The other podcasts I've tried to do have not been successful because I think there's no audience for them. You know, the other podcasts that I've tried to do have just been things I've been interested in. And of course, that doesn't match what people want. So we're working on that as well. So this is the skeletons in the tavern. So let's just in the tavern. Okay, so that's good. That's the title of this part. We've already got it into the right section, etc. We did that last time. When the party enter the tavern, they will notice that it is almost in complete darkness. The fireplace holds the glowing embers of a forgotten fire, and only a few candles are lit around the room. As they enter, they will be aware. Oh, I put up here, aware of several forms in the darkness. If the party attempt to make conversation with them, they will not reply. After some time, they will turn to face the party. They are covered in dark robes with only their faces revealed as the party drawing their long curved knives the figures slowly move towards the party and the characters will see that from within their hooded robes, skulls with empty sockets, eye sockets, stare back at them. That's cool. That's a good thing. And then just here we'll start some new sort of like bits of information. So we can see what's actually sort of like ideas about what they can see, etc. Thank you to anybody who's watching at the present moment in time. Please do do a bit of typing to see whether or not my chat works, which is down below. I've improved it from yesterday, so hopefully it will work a little bit better today, and hopefully you can see that I've changed the whole setup in response to yesterday's stream, which is cool. Okay then, so the robed skeletons are actually some of the followers of... Right, hang on, because Jezebel, I thought I had set up an article called Jezebel Candlewick, but it doesn't seem to be one. Okay then, so let's character needs to be let's spell it right to start off with. Candlewick, there you go. Private, let me just move that up and then save that. Then if we go back to what we're writing, then get rid of that. Now hopefully when we actually type in here now, we should actually get there you go, followers of Jezebel Candlewick. Since she aspires to become a necromancer, she insists that her followers wear dark robes with and paint their faces and hands skeletal white, mimicking the army of the dead. Boom. That's all right. So next up, let's put some more peas in. The followers have been left behind to try and deal with the party and bring the red mushroom to Jezebel. Unfortunately, she might have underestimated the power of the party. Exclamation mark we'll put there. Okay, now let's put in some other details about what the party can find out in the actual inn. So let's do that and that, and then we can start filling things in here. So first up, the tavern has been ransacked and tables and wooden chairs lie broken all around. The barman and waitress have fled the building and are taking shelter in one of the outside buildings. Okay, that's the first thing. Hang on. If the party find them, then they will talk of the curse and the followers taking over the village, searching everywhere before they left. Okay, so I'm going to start a new point here because I need to find out the name of this person that I gave him. It should have been called Roe Deer, but I know that in the end I messed that up and forgot what to call him. So let's just see whether or not I did the sensible thing. Now, the sensible thing when I changed his name would have been to actually come in here and change it in the actual text. But the question is, did I? Oh, what does the shady person, Roe Deer, want? Oh, flip. Okay, let me just check my notebook. Oh, I don't even have a notebook for classic fantasy, so it obviously didn't happen. Okay then, so what I'll have to do let's just, and this is, you can watch this on YouTube in any case. So look, I'm live. Let's actually have a look, and I should be able to find the adventure that they were mentioned in, and then right, that's one. Here's two. Okay then, so this is number two. So let's see if we can grab the name from this video. Let's see whereabouts.
Air Up has been a game changer. Being an athlete means my diet is incredibly strict.
My
Proper
diet's
hydration
really
is absolutely essential.
My diet's really
Okay, who
strict
goes
as well.
first?
Oh right, that's not there.
Air Up has been a game changer. Being an athlete means my diet is incredibly strict.
I
Proper
don't
hydration-
I don't think
Lisa said, "Go away."
it's obviously not
that
in
makes
that
sense.
one. So it must have been in the first one that we did. Oh, which would have made sense. Part one, here we are. So let's see if we can find it in here.
Is at the entrance to his shop.
No, that's it. That's,
+3 to skill and resistance roll. In addition, their weapons cause 1d3 damage to intelligent undead. So it was one favourite times, wasn't it, Medivac?
it was.
Let's see if we can find it in here. 68 views on this video. That's good.
So.
Is Bracey out of bed now?
No, yes, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I told him I'll pay tomorrow.
He sort of like says that we'll be drinking and eating as we go on to the.
I'm just trying now to scrub through so I can find when
Your beds and you settle down, and very thick eiderdowns, and you sort of like snuggled.
Hello?
Yeah.
They're not very thick.
Do you want to know? It actually says in my notes eiderdowns. Before I knew your.
Sounds like what's his name from Gladiator?
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Russell Crowe's in Gladiator.
it's Scottish, but not heavy.
Yeah.
You need to think of a phrase you can say before.
Sort of like tap. It's not as loud as that, but I don't have a soft tap at the door.
Who's there?
I'll pay tomorrow. No, damn it! All right, hold on.
And Ida sort of like says, "Who's there?" And it's me. My name is.
Here we go.
My name is Percy, and I.
So I called him Percy. Why did I call him Percy? Let's actually set up his character sheet so we have him. I'm going to actually call him Percy Rodia. That's what I'm going to call him. Servant to Jezebel Candlewick. Okay then. So that's now created. That's all right. Save that change. And then when we go back to the actual articles, we can go back into this one. And then he will actually pop up as we type. Okay, so this is going well. So if I actually type now Percy Rodia, there you go. Percy has been seen to be friends with Jezebel, although people will say that he took a beating from the followers and that Jezebel did not appear to be pleased with him. The last anyone saw was that she ordered him out of the village on some and away from her presence, stating in a loud voice that he had failed her. I want to bring Percy back in at a later date, so I don't want to make it sound as if he's... I want the party to think that he may be still on their side or they may not be. That's the feeling I'm going for. The frames above the fireplace have been torn down and the small pieces of metal have been removed. If the barman sees this, he will be upset. Not because of the missing metal pieces, but more that the people's names have been removed and broken. Okay, followers next. Once the combat is over, the party will be able to reveal that the followers are not actually skeletons but are humans with white paint on their faces and hands to appear skeletal. I love that word, skeletal. Skeletal. Now, okay, so this is a really important aspect of how I GM. Okay, so some GMs go into the adventure thinking the party has to do this and this and this and this. Okay, and I learned a long time ago that if you do that, you end up in really deep water. I saw a really interesting reel or YouTube short that was aired a few days ago that said why you don't rest a whole campaign on a single dice roll. Okay, and I think that's really interesting that somebody would do that to start off with. But what I tend to do is say that the information is available, but allow the party to sort of like decide how to get it. And if it's an important piece of information, then no matter what, they will get it. And it will never be down to a dice roll. It will, further information is down to a dice roll, but not the important information, if that makes sense. The other thing about Mithras and classic fantasy, which is really important, is that you can use combat specials such as compel surrender or press advantage, which means you can actually incapacitate people rather than just killing them. And in other games that's not always possible, but the players can be really strategic and think, we want to keep one of these alive, so let's use our combat specials to actually make sure we keep one up. And that's why at this point what I'm going to put in is the information that a follower will have. So if any of the followers are questioned, they will reveal the following information. I wonder if I can put I want to know whether or not I could put bullet points in within bullet points, but we'll soon find out with this one. They follow and worship the great Jezebel Candlework. I'm not putting her name link in there because I won't need it. Necromancer. No. Who will soon be a world fame, whose name I'm going to put, whose name will soon be spoken about across the land. Hey Darth, how you doing? My week's going all right, thank you. How was your day? I've changed the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat below me now, but if you can, do let me know. I've sort of like put that the chat from anywhere will actually come down below, so I'm giving it a bit of style with some speech bubbles. So let me know. My cold, I have, do you know, it's so annoying. I have a set routine for colds. So I always start off with a sore throat and sneezing. Then as soon as the sore throat goes, my nose gets blocked and I get like a head cold. And then as that eases, I get a cough. And then once the cough has gone, then that's it. I never get all those three features together. Thank you. I've also got you all on a chat on my iPad in front of me as well. So I can see it without switching backwards and forwards. And I can actually type in the chat now as well. So I've got that. And the follower, they follow and worship the great Jezebel Candlework, whose name will soon be spoken about across the land by people and bards as the great necromancer of our time. Okay, so that's one thing. They journeys. She journeys to the resting place of her father and mentor. Have you been to the have you been to the gym today yet, Darth? To gain her the rest of her power. Resting place is an abandoned house in the nearby. Rest day today. Good idea. Do you know, I feel really fat and unhealthy because this week I was going to run on Monday and today, but I just think I would be stupid to go out and run with a cold, you know, because number one, I would get cold and wet. And then I'm sort of like putting extra strain on my body. So for better or worse, I haven't run, but my plan is to run on Saturday again. Hopefully I'll be ready by then. The resting place is an abandoned house in the nearby forest. Is following the call of her father and mentor. Okay, and then finally I just want to put in a bit about Percy. Percy is a traitor and someone who has lost favour with the mighty Jezebel. He is not worthy enough to follow her anymore. Okay, that's that. So we got a lot there. I just want to have a look at the formatting of this to make sure that it looks good. There's a fantastic house. Right, so it hasn't indented them, but I can see that as they go down. Okay, that's all right. There must actually be a way, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think what you probably have to do is do this. That will go in there, and then after here pop that in. Let's see if that does it at all. Refresh. Oh yes, look, it's indented them, so that's good. I figured out how to do that. Okay. Well, where does this start? Okay, then, so that needs that on it, and that goes in there. That finishes that off. Okay, anything else? Oh right, yeah, I don't remember if I put this in the previous section or not. The party will also be able to notice tracks that lead off into the forest. people's knowledge of the forest will be very good, and they will say that the wagons will not be able to go all the way into the forest, since it soon becomes dense undergrowth with only a single track available. Okay, what do they know about house? The house, they will say, has been long since abandoned. It is said to be haunted by the spirit of the man who lived there. Rumor has it that he killed all of his family and his servants when he went insane. No one travels to the house, not even the brave youths of the village. Okay, so that's all that done, and then here this scene will end after the party have decided to venture into the forest and deal with the nasty. Okay, so the Jezebel. So the other thing that I need to think at the moment, is there enough in there that will make them go? That's the thing I have to be careful about. Is there enough temptation there or enough direction to get them to go after Jezebel? So here I'm just going to add a little bit. Although some believe it, the majority of the village still think that they are under a curse and that their own demise is hours away. They will beg and plead to the party, with the party. No, beg, plead to the party to kill the necromancer in order for their curse to be lifted. There you go. That gives them enough to go on. All done and dusted there. So the next thing that I need to do with that is that I need to go into Roll20, find the skeletons, give them stats, and get that ready. But that's good. That is running well. And I think I did the design, yeah, and the navigation is all set up for that. Brilliant. Okay, so let's look at CS3. Where are we going with that, I wonder? In this article, we can see the stages that we identified. Through the forest. Okay, journey through the forest. That's the next one that we need to create. Okay then, so let's start this plot. CS3, oops, 3, journey through the forest. Okay, let's design. So that's the house. Let's pop that in place, and then the navigation here. Let's just do the overview. Candlewick Supper. That's it. And this will be number 700. It'll be published, but in private and saved. So you might be wondering why I write so much in each of the plot lines, and there's two reasons for this. The first reason is I'll probably not be GMing this for like a couple of weeks, and so it's not as if I created it and then I've sort of like GM'd it straight away, so I need to make notes to go back to it. Plus the other thing is any Red Order supporters or higher via the Ko-fi site or Patreon can actually see these notes. Okay, so I want to make it that it's quite detailed for them so they can have it afterwards, and that's what they can actually do with it, and then decide what to how to sort of like move forward with it. I have to say that I'm really loving Restream at the moment. It's really working well, and I think it's really helping me sort of like stream to two places. There's various things that, and it's a bit like Metricool. So Metricool, if I upload a short with Metricool, so Metricool is what I organize all my content with. Some of you have seen it before, so this is sort of like this week in Metricool. This is for one of my brands, and then the always be, this is for the other brand. But one of the things that I've noticed, if I was to upload, let me just go, if I was to upload a YouTube short here, it's got presets down here for me to do, and I can put on a variety of things. So I can put on audience configuration, means that we have to put that it's not made for kids, the title, public and category, okay, which I normally put gaming, but, and I can now put tags on, but there's nowhere on here to put on monetizing. So what I have to do is, if I upload it via this, I have to then go and make sure that I turn on monetizing or monetization. And so that's a real issue, because it's almost like giving me an extra step, because what I have to do is go and upload it to YouTube first, schedule it, and then come back to the calendar. The other thing that I can't do, it's a bit like, until it's published, I can't link it on Twitter. Okay, so I have to sort of like make sure that it's all ready to publish before linking it into Twitter. It would be really, really good if it actually gives me monetization on this eventually. It really would. It would make life a lot easier, but hey ho. Do you know, I very rarely watch the videos from this side, if that makes sense. That overlay does look good, doesn't it? I really like that overlay. I don't know if you can see, but just at Captain Kangaroo's, there's a bit of Medivac's window actually
I have a
showing.
message for you.
I don't know if you can see it, which is annoying. But hey ho, I do my best. Right, let's close that down. We don't need that either. Right, so I'm not going to be much longer because I want to get an early night because I'm back at work tomorrow. But I just want to pop down on this some ideas that I've got in my head ready for next time. So I know wagons with followers on the trail. Is that correct? I always get trail and trial mixed up. I think that's trail. Do you know, as well as being on the autistic spectrum somewhere, I'm also sure I'm on the dyslexic spectrum as well. Possible encounter. I wanted, it's great that you're here as well, Darth, but I wanted Cascade to see the new setup as well, because it's fantastic getting both yours and his opinion about it. Well, anybody's opinion, but I know Darth and Cascade are the people who are normally here. So wagons with followers on the train, possible encounter, and I'm thinking some in the wagons, some in the trees, possible surprise. I've got this vision in my head that they see the wagons and there's lanterns on them or whatever, but there's nobody around, you know, and I want to sort of like build up that feeling of it. So that's one thing that I want to do. Encounter with the rejected Percy. We want that to come about, possibly to help the party, but also himself. That can happen in the forest. What else could we have happening in the forest? I don't want to make it too busy for them. Oh, searching the wagons for information. We'll need to do that. So they've got that as well. Anything else that we can think? Chat if there's anything that you can think will happen in the forest. I could do another like animal encounter, but I don't think I want to. Maybe searching wagons for information, details about also remnants of what shall I put, other types of mushrooms. Anything else that we want to happen there? I'm tempted to put a magical item in there, but I just sort of like think it'd be a bad news. Some coins and precious gems in a locked box. That gives the thief something to do. Mr. Pickles' bell. Locked and trapped. Do you think she would lock? I don't think she would have the expertise to trap it. Maps and information about the house. Possible entries about the... No, she would take that with her, wouldn't she? She wouldn't leave her father's diary in the wagon. She would be carrying it in the book. Book is absent from the reading lectern in her wagon. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's going to be enough for that encounter, that journey through the forest. I think that'd be absolutely fine. We don't want too much in there because we don't want to wipe them out. And then, okay, then we need to, so that's journey through the forest. And then let me just scroll down on this view. It should be discovering the residence is the next one. So let's pop that in. Plot. CS4. The residence of the Candlewicks. Wicks, nice. Okay, so design next, and type in house, put that in, navigate, overview, Candlewick supper, 4 there, so this is going to be 600. This WI style, oh, you can't see it, there's a WI off your screen that says work in progress, and I can swap it to done, but I always leave it in work in progress and until to see what actually happens. Okay, so let's just check this now. Returning to the town, skeletons in the tavern, journey through the forest, the residence of the Candlewicks. So that's coming to it, and then there'll be, oh, we might as well do the last one. This would be CS5 encounter with the necromancers. So that's number 5. I'm going to put the last one in as well, just so I know that it's all done, and it's just waiting for our information so that we can publish that and do that. That's cool. And then finally, the final plot one is going to be CS6 conclusion. And we'll put that with the house image on. Oh, I feel now that this is almost done, and that'll be. Oh no, 6 is wrong, isn't it? It needs to be 7, I think. The conclusion, and 300 because the last one was 400. I'm sure of it. So let's just check that now. Make sure that's all sat in the right place. Oh, no, look, it says 5 and 7. There's so I was right. 5 needs conclusion needs to be 6. I was right. My gut instinct was right, and I overran it. 400. Okay, let's make sure that's all in lines now. Right, I must have done something wrong with this one. I think I must have put 400 in this one. Oh, I didn't put anything in it. That's why. 500. That's where it needs to go. Fingers crossed this is sorted now. Yes! All done and dusted. Good. So that is working well. So this was the first one that we did, dig too deep, and we're sort of like we're just starting the level 2 of the mine, level 3, and then the conclusion, and then we'll run straight into this one straight away, and we will start running that one, and then that will be it. Now the other thing is I want to get rid of right, hang on. Plots. I want to get plots. I want to get rid of these categories. And where will those be? Thank you for the follow, Anna Martin. Welcome in. This caught me at the end of my stream, but thank you very much for coming along. I really do appreciate that, and it's lovely to have you. I think I found it. It's delete over there. They sort of like give a whole load of I'm doing very well, thank you, Anna, very well indeed. Don't know what's in this campaign one. I don't like how that's set up. I'm going to delete all of that. I just needed to have it set up how I want it. Get rid of this one. And then what I'm going to do is make a new one called NPC. And then, Jezebel Candlewick can go in there, and Percy Roebuck, and then this can all go into plots. Is it in there now? Oh, no idea where that went. Where did it go? Let's see. Oh yes, it's there. That's good. And we can also put, I think that's got some spells in, which is good. So if I just go Let's go back a few bits. So, and then this one also needs to go in. Oh, hang on, wait, let's just refresh this because I'm sure I got rid of all those. Right, so I've got a bit more tidying up to do here, because I think what happens when you delete the top one, it keeps all the other ones as well. So I might need to do a bit of this off stream, just to sort of like tidy things up. I can do that at a different time, I think, and then that would be brilliant. Okay, people, thank you for coming along today. Another successful stream using both the chat and my new setup, which is absolutely fine, and of course multi-streaming to Twitch and to YouTube. Just to let you know, I still haven't got my Instagram yet. That hasn't come through at all, so I'm still waiting for that to allow me to stream there. I do have some sound effects, by the way, and I still got a honker. Sinister Cathedral. That's quite spooky. And that's already when we have a giveaway. So thank you so much for coming along today. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for helping me sort out my setup, and also I hope that's given you a bit of a background into what we do with our campaign. And of course, if you're interested in following our campaigns, then you can always go along to our Ko-fi page, kofi.com/inwils, and you can follow there. And that's where we put a whole load of our information there, but also all our if there's various ways you can support the stream, from both one-off payments to a monthly subscription to join in the fun. So yeah, thank you. And I will be back on Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning, streaming some Elder Scrolls Online. And I think I'm going to do a bit of a housing stream, I think. Oh, Witches Festival will be up. Yeah, Witches Festival starts tomorrow. So we'll definitely be doing some of that. So do come along and watch, enjoy the fun. Okay, I will see you all next time. Until then, stay safe, everyone. Hope you stay safe and healthy, and I'll catch you all later. And until then, happy role playing to each and every one of you. See ya. Bye-bye.